welcome to the November 19th agenda meeting, Southfield Mayor and Council. This meeting has been advertised in accordance with the Open Public Meetings Act, NJSA 10.4-6, with adequate notice of this meeting being provided to the borough's two official newspapers and also published on the borough's website. Amy, will you call the roll, please?
Yes, Councilman Dean.
Here.
Councilwoman Fostini.
Here.
Councilman Bett.
Here.
Councilman White.
Here.
Councilman Bullock.
Here.
Council President Benjamin.
Here.
Thank you. Can you take us through a review of tonight's agenda, please?
Yes, Mr. Mayor, this evening we have one matter on for executive session. It's contractual regarding the police gun range. We have the approval of council minutes for October 15th. Two proclamations, one is for National Deacon Month and the other is for Pancreatic Cancer Month. There are two ordinances on for a second reading by title. We have 21 resolutions on this evening. However, we need to table resolution 18-494. It is at the request of the applicant's attorney. They wish to table that to our meeting of December 3rd. They're not quite ready yet. We also have the addition of a resolution, which is number 18-500, titled Authorizing a Sole Source Provider Purchase of a Sewer Watch Application, IT Tracking Software, and Technical Support from East Tech Flow Controls Incorporated for an amount not to exceed $16,345. And Glenn, did you have
Yes.
an addition?
Yes, Mayor, and I just wanted to amend Resolution 499 to have a date of November 9th rather than the 8th.
And then, to move on, we have six matters of correspondence and payment bills totaling $1,120,671.94. Council reports, and we conclude with public comments. And that's all I have, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you. Council comments on agenda items?
Yes, Mayor, I have 18-485, and I guess this would be for Glenn. And I was just wondering, Glenn, on the best practice thing, when it says NA, it says that they need to put in the reason why you put NA or the comments. And I agree with, I'm not questioning your answers, but I'm just questioning if there are, what the comments should be. Because I know some of them are kind of obvious, like, does the municipality own any electric vehicles?
Correct.
So it says NA, but in the finance thing, it says that when you put NA, you have to give the reason. So I just don't, what I'm wondering is, could it be kicked back from the state to us for not doing that?
NA, these are all things that are not applicable to us. It's how we filed it in the past, but I can include in the final comments that these are things that are not currently applicable. For instance, number 5, if the amount of the final judgment of the JIF insurance carrier exceeds the reserve, we don't have any of those things. So, but I will have NA included in the comment section as to.
Could they kick it back?
They haven't in the past. So they never have previously, and it's the same thing.
Okay.
Anyone else?
Yes, Mayor, 496, I understand that's for fire prevention. Does that need to be changed? In the, it says it's for the fire department, but Joey Abbasese had called me this morning to explain that it was for
Yes,
fire
fire prevention. Do we distinguish that, Glenn? Fire prevention, fire prevention.
They probably should.
I can make the resolution easy enough from fire department to fire prevention. That's a simplistic change.
We don't need to vote on that?
I would defer to Paul on
No,
that.
I don't think so.
What about the other, what about Mr. Cullen's amendment on 18-499? We don't need to, there's no roll call on that.
And then just
Is that
one
okay with
more-
me? Good with you?
Yeah, that's fine. And then just one more question on 492 with the plan for the renewal of the see we got one part. I'm assuming there's gonna be more plans to this, because it's only covering the one section, basically off of Maple Avenue, going down towards Fairmont Ave. Is it there, because they did dig up the other side of Maple.
Yeah, there's three different phases.
So, all right, so this one's just covering this
Yeah, on
one.
the other side of, Maple too, there's some, like Dolores, they just mean the entire street.
Okay.
So we have to work with them on making sure, you don't wanna
Yeah.
just up to Oxford, let's say.
Yep,
And there's a couple of, storm sewers that we have to install before.
okay, all right, that's all.
And I'm sorry, Mayor, but I have two more. And Paul, this would be for you. I need to separate the agreements with the county. It would be 483 and 484.
I don't think so, because it doesn't really involve it.
Okay, just checking.
Yep.
Thank you.
You want to leave them as they are, Councilman, or
I'm sorry?
you want to leave them as they are?
Yeah.
You'll vote, okay. Anything else?
Mr. Mayor, we will need to do a motion to add
Yes.
that item to the agenda.
And to table it as well, or?
Yes.
Okay. First, can I get, any other council comments? Okay, can I get a motion for executive session resolution 18-478 for contractual police coverage?
Motion. Second.
Motion, Councilman White, second, Councilman Dean. All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? For executive session. Can I get a motion to table resolution 18-494?
So,
Second.
Motion by Councilman Benjavanga, seconded by Councilman Dean. All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? And can I get a motion to add resolution 18-500?
Motion?
Second.
Motion by Councilwoman Faustini, seconded by Councilman Roloff. All in favor?
aye.
Anyone opposed? Okay. Public comments on agenda items only? Seeing none, close the public portion. This one asks for a motion to adjourn tonight's agenda meeting.
So moved.
We are adjourned, seeing no reason to delay the right to public meeting. Again, this meeting has been advertised in accordance with the Open Public Meetings Act, NJSA 10:4-6, with adequate notice of this meeting also being provided to the borough's two official newspapers and published on the borough's website. Ms. Antonity, will you call the roll once more?
Yes, Councilman Dean?
Here.
Councilwoman Faustini?
Here.
Councilman Besh?
Here.
Councilman White?
Here.
Councilman Bullock?
Yes, here.
Council President Benjavanga?
Here.
Thank you. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance and the invocation by Councilman Dean.
To the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Dear Heavenly Father, please look over this council and emergency services and guide us in doing what's right for the borough of South Plainfield. Looking forward to residents of South Plainfield as well. Amen.
At this point, once again, we'll open it up for public comments on agenda items only. Seeing none, we'll close the public portion. Can I get a motion to approve the council minutes of October 15th, 2018 agenda, public and executive?
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Councilman White, seconded by Councilman Wolock. Amy, can you pull the roll?
Councilman Dean?
Yes.
Councilwoman Faustini?
Yes.
Councilman Besh?
Yes.
Councilman White?
Yes.
Councilman Bullock?
Yes.
Council President Benjavanga?
Yes.
Passes 6-0.
We have two proclamations on tonight. First is National DECA Month. Bear with me as I get my reading glasses. National DECA Month, November 2018, and whereas November has been designated as Distributive Education Club of America DECA Month, and whereas the mission of DECA is to prepare emerging leaders and entrepreneurs in marketing, finance, hospitality, and management. And whereas DECA enhances the co-curricular education of members through a comprehensive learning program that integrates into classroom instruction, applies learning, connects to business, and promotes competition. And whereas DECA's activities assist in the development of academically prepared, community-oriented, professionally responsible, experienced leaders. And whereas DECA's attributes and values describe the organization's priorities and standards, including competence, innovation, integrity, and teamwork. And whereas DECA is committed to the advocacy of developing and expanding business and education partnerships. Now therefore, I, Matthew Panesh, Mayor of the Borough of South Plainfield, do hereby proclaim November 2018 as DECA Month in the Borough of South Plainfield and call upon everyone to encourage and support our future leaders and entrepreneurs with their education. I know we have some of the teachers here, and as well as a whole bunch of DECA students. So at this point, I'll ask all of you to come up, meet me right up here. You can accept tonight's proclamation. Where do you want to do this, Nan?
Well, hand them out and then you can go, they can go up there and then earn it. Yeah. Up in the top and the bottom, yeah.
All right, guys. Make your way in the front and also on the top. Yeah.
Don't they look nice?
It's all about the business.
Yeah, I know, I know. Ragged jeans here.
You might want to have some guys.
And every single one of them.
No, they
He's like, why do you want to do
All right, some of you guys go in the front.
I want to be able to see them, yeah.
Chase is like so tall.
So I can see the proclamation. And are you the teacher?
Yeah.
Then get in there. Maybe he should go on top. Yeah. You should go, I think you should exchange with one of the guys in the back. You're blocking everybody out. Yeah, why don't you come there? Come over here. Or one of them can come down here.
I can get everything.
Okay.
Hold on, Nancy, one more go.
Yeah, we got, let him come in front, there's room right there, yeah.
One more go.
Make sure we can see everybody. Got another tall one right there. We're just stooping down. Just stoop. You know I was gonna talk to you, right? All right, everybody smile. Wow. Back a little further. One more. Okay. Did you get yours?
By the way, they go to few students. Few. Is there anybody left in the
How many are in your group?
34.
34. Wow.
All right, so we'll turn it over. I think they're done taking pictures. This is up to you. You can explain to some of the folks what you guys do, what DECA is. So feel free, you can take that off the stand and walk.
Okay.
Kill it.
Okay. Hi, my name is Ezene Beku. I'm the president of SPHS's DECA chapter. And well, right now we're celebrating National DECA Month, and we've been having like all sorts of exciting activities. Like today, we just ended our pie sale, in which all the proceeds went to the Alicia Rose Victorious Foundation, which is for hospitalized teens. And we raised a lot of money for that. Like, I think over 1,000. We're still counting. It just ended today. And throughout the month, we've been holding all sorts of activities, such as White Collar Wednesday, which is when our members all show up to school dressed professionally, and it kind of acts like a physical representation of our leadership qualities. And yeah, next, what we have in store is a lot of community-oriented activities, like volunteering at the Thanksgiving dinner at the Senior Center and having a gingerbread party at the Woodlands in December. So lots of fun and exciting things coming our way. So, thank you.
You guys can exit either way.
Are you the teachers?
Oh, hyphen, B-R-I-A-N-T. I don't know, like, I don't know. After Brian, between Brian and Karen. A-N-T. Hyphen, oh, thank you so much.
Okay, thank you.
We have another proclamation on tonight for World Pancreatic Cancer Day. Is Todd Cohen or any of the Prices here today? You know what we will do? We'll hold that off till later. Don't let me forget. Okay. For final adoption, ordinance 2121.
An ordinance amending chapter 216, article 3, section 216-7 of the Code of the Borough of South Plainfield titled miscellaneous fees.
Can I get a motion for final adoption on ordinance 2121?
So.
Motion by Councilman White, seconded by Councilman Dean. As this is for final adoption, a little bit for public comments on ordinance 2121. Seeing none, close public portion. Council comments? Seeing none. Amy, can you call the roll, please?
Yes, Councilman Dean?
Yes.
Councilwoman Fostini?
Yes.
Councilman Besh?
Yes.
Councilman White?
Yes.
Councilman Bullock?
Yes.
Council President Benedetta?
Yes.
Passes 6-0.
Thank you. Also for final adoption, ordinance 2122.
An ordinance amending chapter 187 titled Vehicles and Traffic.
Thank you. Can I get a motion for final adoption on ordinance 2122?
Motion.
Second.
Motion by Councilman Volak, seconded by Councilman Dean. This is also for final adoption. Open up for public comments on ordinance 2122. Seeing none, close the public portion. Council comments on ordinance 2122.
Nothing.
Ms. Antonides, can you call the roll, please?
Councilman Dean?
Yes.
Councilwoman Fostini?
Yes.
Councilman Besh?
Yes.
Councilman White?
Yes.
Councilman Bullock?
Yes.
And Council President Bang.
Yes.
Passes 6-0.
Thank you. Can I get a motion for resolutions 18-4?
Real quick, I just want to address real quick the comment that was made regarding the best practices. The ones that we've initialed as NA, for instance, item number 5 about do we have to borrow for a finding on an insurance judgment, obviously the borough hasn't had to do that, so that's why it's not applicable. And then there's a series of questions in regards to item number 15, regarding operating 3 fire companies. The borough doesn't operate 3 fire companies, so I will include that in there. And then questions 25, 26, and 27 discuss operating an authority. The borough doesn't have an authority. Plainfield has the PMUA, the Plainfield Municipal Utility Authority. We don't operate an authority. And I believe, and then the last one is, the councilman mentioned, is an electric car. And we don't operate any electric cars here. So I just figured I would add that, yes.
I understand that, it's just that on the local finance notice, it says, using not applicable requires an explanation of why the question is not applicable in the comment space provided.
Correct, so that's why.
I wasn't questioning.
No, I know, that's why I would say that'll be what gets filled in.
Yeah, okay, that's perfect, yeah. I was just worried about the state taking it back. If then you don't lose aid.
Correct. Well, what happens is, this is getting tougher and tougher each year. The state is coming up, of all people, with the best practices of local governments operating. And there's a number of things in here where they're trying to get us to purchase hybrid vehicles, and although hybrid vehicles, have a certainly an environmental impact, there's also some of these things, there's a cost impact. So there's a number of items here that they've selected as being, that they call as being best practices. And if you don't follow the state's best practice guidelines, you can lose 5% of your ending state income. Our score is nowhere near that threshold yet, but each year it's getting more and more difficult. One of the questions in here that obviously we don't have is in relation to our ratio. Our ratio is obviously not within, I think it's supposed to be 80 to 90%. We're obviously much lower than that. So, but based on the scorecard, we're not losing any state income.
Perfect. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And by the way, any of the DECA members, you are more than welcome to leave if you want to. You do not have to stay for the entire council meeting. You would be the first group. You want to make history, tonight's your opportunity. All right, I see there it goes. Now do it. Just a nice orderly exit if possible.
I know.
I know.
Thank you again. Can I get a motion for approval on resolutions 18-479 to 18-485, 18-487 to 493, and 495 to 18-500? So moved.
Second.
Motion by Councilman White, seconded by Councilman Wolak. Ms. Antonides, can you call the roll, please?
Councilman Dean?
Yes.
Councilwoman Fostini?
Yes.
Councilman Besh?
Yes.
Councilman White?
Yes.
Councilman Bullock?
Yes.
Council President Bang.
Yes.
Passes 6-0.
We have 6 items of correspondence. Zoning Board minutes, June 19th through October 2nd. Environmental report, September, October of 2018. Environmental minutes for September. Recycling monthly report for September. Property maintenance report, November. And the BDAG minutes of September 12th. Can I get a motion, please? Motion by Councilman White, seconded by Councilman Wolak. Amy, can you call the roll?
Councilman Dean?
Yes.
Councilwoman Fostini?
Yes.
Councilman Besh?
Yes.
Councilman White?
Yes.
Councilman Bullock?
Yes.
Council President Bang.
Yes.
Passes 6-0.
Thank you. On payment of the bills for $1,120,671.94. Can I get a motion, please? Motion by Councilman Dean, seconded by Councilman Wolak. Ms. Antonides, can you call the roll?
Councilman Dean?
Yes.
Councilwoman Fostini?
Yes.
Councilman Besh?
Yes.
Councilman White?
Yes.
Councilman Bullock?
Yes.
Council President Bang.
Yes.
Passes 6-0.
Before we move on to council comments, we will do the proclamation. I don't see anybody here to accept it, but we'll make sure it gets into the right place. World Pancreatic Cancer Day, November 15th. Whereas in 2018, an estimated 55,400 people will be diagnosed with pancreatic cancer in the United States, and 44,330 will die from the disease. Whereas pancreatic cancer is one of the deadliest cancers, is currently the fourth leading cause of cancer death in the United States and is projected to become the second by 2020. Whereas pancreatic cancer is the only major cancer with a 5-year relative survival rate in the single digits at just 9%. And whereas symptoms of pancreatic cancer present themselves, it is generally in later stages, and 10% of pancreatic cancer patients are diagnosed when the disease is confined to the pancreas. And 91% of pancreatic cancer patients die within the first 5 years. Whereas approximately 1,300 deaths will occur in New Jersey in 2018, whereas pancreatic cancer is the 7th most common cause of cancer-related death in men and women across the world, whereas there will be an estimated 418,000 new pancreatic cancer cases diagnosed globally by 2020. And whereas the good health and well-being of the residents of South Plainfield are enhanced as a direct result of increased awareness about pancreatic cancer and research into early detection, causes, and effective treatments. Now therefore, I, Matthew P. Nash, Mayor of the Borough of South Plainfield, do hereby proclaim November 15th, 2018 as World Pancreatic Cancer Day in the Borough of South Plainfield. Mr. Russo, anything for us tonight?
No, Mayor, progress.
Mr. Culp?
Yeah, Mayor, I was just going to mention that anybody that's been over on Oak Tree and Woodland Avenue, they're obviously finalizing that traffic light. Actually, most of the stanchions are up. So it looks like, I don't want to get ahead of myself with snowstorms and everything else, but it looks like that traffic light hopefully will be in before the new year. I guess that's a safe way of putting it.
A bit of a
Obviously, with what you passed today with public service, they were really hoping to start doing work this week, and obviously the snow last week has pushed things behind. They have trenches in certain areas, which turned out to be a problem, I believe, in some of the snow plowing. There were plates over things. Nobody expected this snowstorm to hit a couple of inches. So we still expect that hopefully to happen within the next 2 weeks. And our best practice score is a 92, and that'll be sent down tomorrow. And with that progress.
Thank you. Mr. Miller?
Yes, Mr. Mayor. On the resolutions tonight, we passed to get a camera installed at the traffic signal, Plainfield Avenue and Geary. That hasn't been working for some time, so that will be replaced. We'll get that up and running. And the flow meters that were the resolution that we added at the end was actually part of the sewer ordinance that was passed about a month and a half ago. So we'll get those going. And we made it through the first snowstorm of the year, although we got a little more snow than they expected. So hopefully that's the last one. Progress.
Ms. Antoni?
Mr. Mayor, this past election, though it was a busy one, everything all in all went as smooth as possible. And one thing I did observe is a lot of voters wishing to have the I voted stickers. And just to clarify, I had a lot of questions. Where's my sticker? Where's my sticker? It's something that some counties in New Jersey provided, others did not. We were one county that did not provide them. With that aside, I spoke to the Administration and Finance Committee, and I decided out of my budget for 2019, I'm going to purchase the I voted stickers for South Plainfield. And I'm also going to purchase future voter stickers. So I thought it would be a nice touch for children, parents who bring children to the polls. They can have a little future voter sticker. And I'm also going to have I registered to vote stickers in my office. So it seemed to be something that was very meaningful to the public I observed on election day. So
Yeah.
for 2019, I will have the stickers in place.
I think,
Thank you.
I think there were some, and I know, I think Middlesex County College, and I'm not sure, some of the other colleges
Yes.
around here, I think, were giving out the credit
Yes.
as if you had it. So I think some of the
I
students
had a lot
were
of
taking.
students contact me,
Yeah.
and I suggested that they, for now, use their cell phones
Yeah.
and pictures, you know, where they're standing at the door before the patient, something to that effect.
So are our stickers going to be unique,
And
South
I
Plainfield
told them
stickers?
they can have their teachers contact me for verification. Yes, our stickers will be slightly unique. They won't be, they'll be round, they'll be circular instead of the oval I voted. I think they're sharp looking. I had some sample pictures that I gave to some administration finance committee to look at.
Excellent.
Yeah, so I think the community, your community will like it.
I think I agree.
Thank you, Amy.
Yep, I
A lot of
agree.
people, a
Thank
lot of
you,
people
Amy.
inquired about those, so thank you for doing that so quickly.
Yeah, it seems a meaningful thing to our community.
Definitely.
So 2019 will be all set.
Excellent.
That's all I have, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you. Councilman Betts.
Yeah, thank you, Mayor. I just have two things. One is, I believe the agreement for the beacon for Maple and Daniel is on the agenda for tonight's meeting at the Freeholder. So hopefully that will get passed, and then we can start the procedure for installing that. And the other thing, I would just like to wish everyone a happy and safe Thanksgiving. That problem?
Excellent. Councilman Volbeck.
Hi, for Resolution 18496, I just want to let everyone know that the 2019 Ford Explorer was paid for out of the Fireman's Trust Fund, so I want to thank you for doing that. The other thing I want to mention is the Project Santa. Everybody get ready for Project Santa. You can get the the forms off the website. The dates for delivery is December 10th to December 13th. But you gotta remember to drop off the toys at the, for Santa, at the firehouse, by 12/5, otherwise it's $40 additional fee, because the fee is $20. Drop-off dates are November 27th, December 1st, November 29th, and December 2nd, and December 3rd, so get that progress. Thanks.
Thank you. Councilman Boyd.
Yes, thank you, Mayor. I just would like to wish everyone a happy Thanksgiving and a safe Thanksgiving. And make sure you tell someone that you appreciate them and you're thankful for them as we go through this season. And with that progress, Mayor.
Thank you, sir.
My pleasure.
Councilman Dean.
Yes, Mayor. Len, just following up with the recycling bid. Is that sent out yet?
No, I'm making some revisions to it, and I'll circulate it around for some comments from Alice and Paul.
And then we'll be able, because, wow, when did we want to get that back? I mean, for voting wise?
We'll have it, we can have it out to bid next month easily.
Okay. Okay.
It really needs to be out. This isn't like,
It's not a guard,
It's not a
so
guard.
it doesn't need to be out.
60 days.
Well, I need, but we'll have it out long enough that people have time, but it's not subject to the regulations of a solid waste contract.
Correct.
Because our current contract expires in May?
I think April 1st.
Or that's right, yeah, April 1st. Okay. All right, that's all I have.
Thank you. Councilwoman Faustine.
I just want to remind everyone, or let them know that the library is closing early on Wednesday to get ready for Thanksgiving. It will be closed Thursday and Friday. Next Wednesday on 11/28, they're actually running a new program. They're going to have story time with Santa. So if you can't get enough Santa, he'll be there at 6:30 at the library on 11/28. And that's being done in conjunction with the fire department, actually. Our senior center is hosting Friendsgiving on 11/21 at 11:30, and they're also closed this Thursday and Friday. And I just want to wish everyone as well a happy Thanksgiving.
Thank you. Council President Benjamin.
Thank you, Mayor. Just to further up on Glenn's comments about Resolution 479 in regards to General Electric installing the detection camera at Erie Drive and Clifford Avenue. One of the things that Lieutenant Dallaire, in charge of traffic safety, and I know I've worked on this year, is to identify different traffic signals throughout the town. In the old way, they used to have loops in the ground, that when the car would go over the loops and sit there, the light would be detected, and that's when it would change. A lot of times when you do milling or utility work, some of these loops, especially on Geary Drive, were damaged and they can no longer be replaced. This year, we've enhanced the detection cameras at South Plainfield Avenue and Front Street so that traffic flows on Front Street and on South Plainfield Avenue until a car gets there, it won't turn green. We did the same thing over on Sampton and Plainfield with 2 cameras over there. This will be specifically for Geary Drive and Plainfield Avenue. Right now, there's a 45-second green on the Plainfield Avenue side and 25-second green on the Geary side. So if you come up Geary and you come to Plainfield, it just automatically goes. There could be no car on Geary, and the light will be red on Plainfield for 25 seconds. This will enable the light to be green at all times on Plainfield, so that traffic can flow, and it won't turn red on Geary until a car approaches. So it'll improve and enhance the flow of traffic in those areas. So I want to thank him and Lieutenant Blair for coming up with that. With that, happy Thanksgiving to everybody and their families. Progress.
Thank you. At this point, we'll open up for public comments. Ms. Boyle.
I'm gonna tell you. I think they can better.
Thank you, on record. Debbie Boyle, Van Fleet. Congratulations to DECA, to our teachers who support these students, and to Mayor and Council for always recognizing the students. December 7th is our Unico Pig Roast. Bob Benjavanga, who is the president of Unico, and April Benjavanga, who is the chair of the Pig Roast. If anybody is interested, we have tickets available. Please reach out. Also, December 7th is the last day for the Athletic Booster Club Toy Drive. We're asking people to send in a new toy of any type or gift card to the athletic office. December 8th is our South Plainfield Public Celebration Holiday Caroling, and with our associates, the South Plainfield Cultural Arts Commission. The event will be from 6 to 7. I know Chief Parker offered if we need any help, and the fire department also, who reached out, and I contacted them back with their offer to help with the lighting and possibly having Santa come on a fire truck, although we do have a Santa in case. I know that is the PBA dinner dance that evening also, but the Public Celebration Committee liked the event. That's from 6 to 7 last year and chose to have it again this year. At that time, knowing that if the children come out at 4:30 or 5 o'clock during their dinner hour, will the parents be happy if they're given hot chocolate and cookies and candy canes? So, but
I'd say no.
no candy?
No, it wouldn't be happy.
Oh, no, they wouldn't. December 12th is our high school peer leader and band and chorus event for our South Plainfield senior citizens, and hopefully with a hot meal. December 13th is the South Plainfield High School concert. December 20th is the South Plainfield Business Association Holiday Breakfast. Save the date. That's at Sherman's at 8:30. Nancy Grenier will be sending out invitations to everybody. And just as a note of record, I've been taping the council meetings since 2006. I do not edit ever. I never edit a tape, even if it's for a special event. And I believe that Patty Feeney started after I did because of the microphone issues, and she did not edit her tape either. So we will continue on that route of we don't edit. And also happy Thanksgiving to everybody.
Thank you. Anyone else? Yes, sir.
Everyone, Roberto Sayers from 14 West Crescent Parkway. I want to congratulate Amy and her idea. The sticker was pretty good. I was one of them that asked for it.
I don't doubt that.
I had a sticker to it. I'm going to vote next year. I also want to congratulate those of you who are not afraid of wearing a beard. I notice you guys are coming to the good side. Wear your beard.
This is a short-term project.
No, you did good. Congratulations on your win. Now that politics is over, I'd like to ask if you guys could pass an ordinance or something where the streets of South Plainfield are dark and the kids ride their bikes in the dark. And before a tragedy happened, if we could require that the bikes have lights on them, just to prevent an accident, not wait for something to happen. God forbid someone lose their child or they get hurt because they don't have lights on their bikes. It's something that the Mayor Wellness Committee could pick up and ask businesses to contribute to, buying the lights and stuff like that. You can even have a bike race with the parents for National Night Out or one of those events.
Sounds like you have a couple ideas.
Oh yeah, I got more. And the funds that if you decide to have like a bike race and you raise funds for that, you could use the funds to buy the police department or the fire department those Narcan's devices to reduce the cost to the police department and the fire department and EMS. Supply them with that. So it goes for a good use all around.
Yeah, we can certainly look into that. Let's hope that, people before this, they're exercising, good judgment, right? If you have young ones out there and they're riding bikes at night,
yeah.
I'm all in favor of legislating where we need to, but
Yeah.
this should be something that it's good parenting, it makes sense.
Yeah, well, something that encourages parents to get lights for the kids if the Mayor Wellness Committee cannot do it.
Yeah, I know, speaking of, kids being out at dark, that's one of the things that, comes up every time with Halloween. One of the things people are always looking to extend the hours and stuff, stuff like that. And a couple of years ago, we did have somebody, a young kid hit as he crossed Park Avenue. Thank God he wasn't seriously injured. But this is one of the concerns that we see every year when people are looking to extend this past 8 o'clock. I don't think the police department's going to arrest the kid that's out there trick-or-treating at 7:30 if they want, but again, use common judgment. We're going to err on the side of caution, and people should do that just in their
Yeah, I mean, the bike riding, you'll be surprised in the dark areas, the kids, they're not aware of the danger that they have.
Yeah.
And there's some curbs that come around and you can
You come out of nowhere, so it's very dangerous.
And it's not a good thing. Also, now that the politics is over, elections is over, can we get a report of the, you remember the Shop Local initiative that was introduced last year? Can you get a report for the newspapers, and you can include it in your year in review of the progress of that business? How many businesses signed up for it? How many residents benefited from it and stuff like that? Just so we get a sense of how successful it was.
Sure.
And the reason I ask is because I introduced, as you guys know, the Shop Local with the idea to use the savings for the property taxes.
Right.
And it wasn't considered. So now I think it's a good time to kind of review it and see.
Well, I wouldn't say it wasn't considered. Years ago, I think, through economic development, Councilman Alex Barletta had looked at that. Again, this is, I don't want to go rehash all the details, but, we did look at this program. We can still combine both programs. Unfortunately, what you've seen in a lot of that, I don't know the numbers exactly off the top of my head now, but what you're saving wasn't a lot of money on those particular Shop Local programs. You need a lot of adoption, you need a lot of businesses. And that's one of the reasons why we went with the program that we're going with. I think as that turns, you can end up, getting more benefits by using it, online and throughout other, businesses. But yeah, part of that will be to continue to drive the adoption in town to make it viable.
Yeah, well, that's the idea.
Absolutely.
To see how successful they were and where they need to tweak, that will benefit the residents of South Plainfield. And now that you guys want the amenities are on you.
2019.
Yes. We're expecting amenities.
Unless you want holiday cookies for the next one. We'll give you some Amy. holiday cookies.
Thanks.
Anyone else? Okay, seeing none, we're closing the public portion. We are going into executive session. You are more than welcome to stay and chat amongst yourselves, and we'll be back as soon as possible. It has resulted in one additional item being requested to be added to tonight's agenda, Resolution 18-501, authorizing the services of Stillo Paving and Excavating for paving of the police gun range in an amount not to exceed $38,475. At this point, I will ask for a motion to add Resolution 18-501 to tonight's agenda.
So moved. Second.
Motion by Councilman White, seconded by Councilman Wolock. All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Can I get a motion to approve Resolution 18-501?
Motion.
Motion by Councilwoman Faustini, seconded by Councilman Wolock. Ms. Antonides, can you call a roll on Resolution 18-501?
Councilman Dean?
Yes.
Councilwoman Faustini?
Yes.
Councilman Besh?
Yes.
Councilman White?
Yes.
Councilman Willis?
Yes.
Council President Benjamin?
Yes.
Passes 6-0.
Thank you. At this point, I will once again open it up for public comments regarding Resolution 18-501. Seeing none, close the public portion. At this point, can I ask for a motion to adjourn tonight's meeting?
So moved. Second.
We are adjourned. Have a good evening, everyone.